What's good, everybody? This is the FMAD podcast with your host, DJ Punch.
And I'm the coolest motherfucker on the planet, Cool Ass Cam.
And as always, this episode and all episodes are brought to you by Innovative Culture. Make sure y'all hit up Innovative Culture at innovative.culture on Instagram, Twitter, Innovative Culture on Facebook. We got a dope ass little setup here. Make sure if y'all want to start a podcast, you hit us up. We definitely got some spots opening up, especially since we on lockdown like a motherfucker. We ain't got shit else to do.
Oh, yeah.
Might as well make some money while we at it. But we got a whole bunch of different packages. So if you want to hit us up, if you want to start a podcast, we could give you advice, show you how. We can get you all set up if you want to. But
a whole tutorial, or you just show up and, you know, run your content.
Yep. Like I said, just hit us up. Hit me up at I am DJ Punch in the DMs. Maybe we could set something up for you. Today we got a dope ass guest. She has been hitting me up. Speaking of starting podcasts, she talked to me a little bit about it. I like what she was thinking about, and I said, "Why don't you just try it out? Come on the show as a guest. You know what I mean? Give it a little tryout, see how you like it." Man, I want to welcome everybody, I want y'all to welcome Annie and this motherfucker. Say what up?
What it do? It's your girl Annie B the Barber.
Tell them where they can find you.
Yeah, they can find me at Instagram at Annie B or What's Your Fade or AnnieB.com. You can hit me up. You can find me at Spot 313 North La Brea if you ever need that bomb haircut.
Hey, and I can say, you know, firsthand, Annie's cut my hair before, and I felt like a new man. Bro, it was one of those moments where it was like something came up and I really needed a cut. And you know, she worked her magic.
I got you.
And you know, speaking of the What's Your Fade, it's like you came through and you blessed us.
Bless us with the hats, right? You know what I'm saying?
And so we had to represent because that's what we do. You know, we spread that love. Whenever it's somebody, you know, family related, we like to kind of just help support everything that comes through because that's how we get to the next level.
Hey man, at the end of the day, we all we got. You know what I mean? Like,
that's right. Shout
Shout out to Milky Media. She in here too, chilling. You know, he posted up with us. She gonna give her little 2 cents while we talking. But I try to get her on the show, but supposedly I don't know, something about the Rona ain't been too good to the hair or something. I don't know, something about that.
I'm saying I don't know why she tripping because I'm over here with the Rona hairdo myself. You know, I said this little ponytail looking raggedy. So
hey, I'll tell you what though,
don't clown me, y'all.
I appreciate the hat because motherfucker looking rough under here.
He's my stylist.
Y'all, wait a minute, this is your stylist.
Oh, yeah.
This is some bullshit.
See, I'm just not a barber, you know. I do more than just haircuts. I do dreads, I do braids, I do flat irons and things like that. The only thing I'm just like super basic on is the curls. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving you no good curls. You're going to come in there mad at me. So just look for some braids or a fade or some dreads or something.
I wish I would have known somebody like you when I had long hair because like I've always wanted somebody to like braid my hair legit.
Oh yeah.
Because the way I always used to get my hair braided, it was always like somebody I knew, and I'm not like I never paid for it. It was always some free shit. So it's like I kind of got to take what I get.
Right.
But there's been a few times where I had to go home because you know a bitch left me with a twig, and I just got to be like, man, I just go home and just undo it. Like fuck it, I'll just and then like it leave your hair with the little what's it called, the little wave in it. So I kind of just rock that for a couple days.
Yeah. See, a lot of people don't understand. Like when it comes to doing hair, you know, you have to shampoo and condition these people hair. Like a lot of people lately, it's like this new generation. They like come already washed. Like,
well, let me ask you this because I know I've seen a lot of younger generations walking around, and I gotta be honest, these motherfuckers look dirty.
Man, come on now.
How bad does it get when they pull up they get up in your chair and then you look at their head and you're just like, oh no, you took no effort at cleaning this shit.
Man, let me tell you, it'd be some times where I'd be like, whoa, what are the parents doing? You know what I'm saying? It becomes a parent conversation, but as far as the children,
that's like neglect at that point.
Yeah, that's neglect.
But what I've noticed is they don't tell their children how to do these things anymore.
Yeah.
So in reality, it's like they come in with these what you call them. The top is just like
Oh, I see. I seen
stupid,
that.
dumb, retarded. Then they want the fade on the side. Some people don't even want you to cut in between their head.
Yeah.
See, me, I require, sometimes I require it, sometimes I don't, because it depends on the person. Some people just be like real wicked with their shit. They don't want you to, shampoo their hair. So I don't get into no arguments about that. Yeah. So if you don't want it shampooed, I'm not gonna do it. But
do something.
Yeah, but majority of the time, what I do is I make sure your hair is shampoo, conditioned, and then we be able to, give you that proper haircut.
I tell you what though, you sure get a hell of a upcharge. You be like, oh, you didn't wash your shit.
Yeah, but see, the crazy part about that is some people don't understand why barbers charge so much now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, because it's become to a sanitary and a sterilization type of situation. You know. So what's happening is this: we actually go to school to understand about sterilization, about sanitation, about all those things. So when we go to school and we don't present that to you, you go into those hood barbers where they just like, come on, let me get you in.
They don't clean their shit.
It's not even about
you got to use those tools on the next person.
But you got to understand too, when you were dealing with a hood barber, it's not really about them cutting your hair. You know what I'm saying? They doing other stuff beyond cutting your hair too.
Yeah.
You feel me? They really get money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you just like a typical client to them, come on, let me get this love.
They not
you know
caring about
They're
it.
not really caring. But like somebody like myself, I'm presenting you a grooming service.
Yeah.
So the grooming service is more like, I'm going to tell you what to do. So a lot of people come in with psoriasis. A lot of people come in.
You going to feel better. Whatever these little conditions you have.
They come in.
Has there ever been a time when you was just like, nah, I ain't doing this?
You know what? Yeah, it actually has been.
As professional as you try to be, like there has to be a time where you just like, nah, this ain't happening
because
today.
What's happening is it's not even just that, it's the hygiene too.
Yeah.
That's what just turned me all the way off.
Yeah.
Like I've been cutting the hair before, and it's gotten to a point where I pull a dude ear back. And I'm like, Lord, what have you been doing lately?
Oh, shit.
You know that's the first thing you learn as a kid. Wash behind your ears.
You ever smell behind your ears on some random shit?
Man.
I'm not going to front. I do that shit.
On some random.
I'll be at work and I just be like.
Man, be tripping me out, man. And then some dude, this would trip me out sometimes too, man. It gets to me, man. It's one of my pet peeves where I do not like it, but you have to deal with them clients. Some of them clients just wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay? They'll wake up. They ain't brushed their teeth yet.
Nothing.
They ain't showered from last night.
Coming in their pajamas.
That's something I always think about when I go to the barbershop. I got to brush my teeth because this motherfucker going to be in my face.
You right here, bro.
I don't even want you to think I got bad breath. You know what I mean? You're going to tell everybody when I leave.
Yep. Y'all gonna be especially the barbershop, because that's barbershop.
Let's be real.
It's barbershop talk. So
as soon as somebody leaves.
They going to wait for you to hit the door for that door to come up.
And you got to understand, if it's 4 or 5 barbers in there, you finna get bled.
You get roasted.
Not just them, but the people in the chairs too.
Yeah, she finna get bled. Because all eye contact happens. You know what I'm saying? Barbers, we got an eye contact type of code. Like, we looking at you, or we do a little, turn or a twist. We on some something that happened.
I already know. I've spent enough time kicking it with the homies over there at the barbershop to where I know kind of like their little inside jokes already, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, y'all cold as fuck.
But it's all respect though, because you can't come like blatant at a person without, getting some negative feedback or somebody coming at you, But what I do is I pretty much educate the person, you feel what I mean? Because it's more like, people don't understand, if you don't brush your teeth, bro, when you breathing, bro, I still can smell that air, bro. You feel me? And then when you sit down, man,
you want me to line you up and line up your mustache?
You want a good ass lineup, and I'm sitting here on your shit like,
you gotta tell them, close your mouth.
Man, Corona for real.
Yeah.
You trying to stay Corona free. And see, the crazy thing is, like, even when people come in, they don't shower, man. That ass wind is real, man. That ass wind, man. Don't sit down and just plop down in my chair, bro. You ain't showered.
Want that cake,
that stank come up your back, come up the back.
You got the chair, all that.
Oh no, when you get up,
it's
the when you get up.
It's the when you get up. You like,
that shit.
Man, something just happened.
That's ridiculous.
Then you need that Lysol. You feel what I'm saying? But other than that, just being a barber, I mean, I just educate people on a lot of things. Like a lot of men don't understand this. They haven't been taught as young boys to shampoo and condition their hair.
Yeah.
And see, what happens is this: they come in the salon and they don't come shampooed and conditioned. And then I cut their hair off. Some people have these dry spots.
Yep.
And then they become like bald spots.
Yep. Oh,
and it's like they don't understand the difference between dandruff and the difference between having dry scalp.
Yeah.
So it's like I try to tell them like the dermis is the biggest, the biggest organ on your body, which is the skin.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So when you get out the shower, you put lotion on, right?
Yeah.
So when you finish,
Unless it's hot.
right.
Unless it's hot.
Right.
No lotion will be applied if it's hot.
So when you get out the shower, before you don't want to be ashy, so you put your lotion on. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the same thing when you shampoo your hair, you want to put conditioner in there and put some type of oil in there.
Yeah. Some to nutrient
to put the moisture and the nutrients back inside the scalp.
You know how many
what I mean?
times I be sitting there with that oil on my girl's fucking head?
Yeah.
The one that looked like a what is it? It got a pointed end. And
Yeah,
you
the
just
miracle
and
drops
she
and
just be
shit.
like, get in there, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
God damn it, man!
Yeah.
You sitting there be looking like you fucking spreading ketchup in somebody's shit.
taking care of your hair,
Yeah.
though. It's like that leaves no room for you to get those dry spots, or
Yeah, that's true.
And see, for men, I tell them, if just something simple, just get you some carrot oil. Carrot oil is a oil that helps you from having dandruff and all that other stuff like that. If you don't use grease or you don't do all that stuff, just get you some carrot oil. Put some oil in your hair.
you can't walk around with your shit dry all
you
day.
can't. And then some people ask me, oh, well, man, how am I, how do I get to the point where I'm losing hair right now? Man, you wear too many hats.
Yeah.
You know?
You're not getting no sunlight.
I always thought that was some type of like myth.
Nah, bro. Because what happens is this: you got to understand when you have a hat on, right? See, a bacteria, it goes to dark areas and wet areas. You see what I'm saying?
You put something in your hair.
So once you got to understand, you have a do-rag on plus a hat. You sweating, you ain't take that bad boy off.
And it's greased up.
It's
Shit ain't
greased
breathing.
on up. At the end of the day, when you take it off, you feel what I'm saying? That shit is matted to your head. You don't shower properly.
Yeah.
You don't do none of the treatment properly. So when you realize, okay, my shit dry, this shit coming out,
Yeah.
I don't understand. That's what's happening. You don't take your hat off. You don't maintenance your hair properly. It's like, it seemed like these 2,000 kids, they don't take care of hygiene. Like, when you wake up in the morning, you're supposed to, you know what I'm saying?
They stink.
Yeah.
Just what I said. They stink.
They just, it's like, and they feel like this new look is the way to look. But man, I want to bring back the waves. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
When I was growing up, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
the
if you didn't have waves, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a wave challenge. It was
Yep.
cracking. You feel what I'm saying? Bring the waves back. Let you know that they actually taking showers. They getting
Yeah.
dressed. You know what I'm saying? You smelling cologne and everything. But nowadays, they just wake up. You feel me? It's called bedhead.
Let me ask you your professional opinion on this. LeBron's hair. What is he supposed to do with that?
See, LeBron, what he does is...
What is he supposed to do with that?
See, what he's
Because he get capped on so fucking bad.
Well,
and I'm
see-
like, what do you want him to do? He wants it or he don't?
To be honest with you, my personal opinion, I ain't gonna tell him what he's supposed to do, because in reality, people have ways they want to look. You know, they have a certain type of feel they feel when they look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know exactly what his point of view is on his style of haircut or why he's not cutting it bald.
Yeah.
Because my suggestion would go bald, but he
Yeah.
probably feel like he look funny or something like that.
Oh, so when you see him and you see like, oh, this motherfucker got a hairline somehow. What is it? What is that?
Well, it's not a hairline. It's not a hairline. Somehow, it's different type of ways you can get a hairline. You feel me? You can either go with the fibers. You know what I'm saying? You can
Right.
spray that on.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I never heard of that
I've
shit.
heard about, being
can
around
go-
barbers.
Yeah. You can go with the fibers. You can spray it on. You can go with the color. You can spray that on.
Yeah.
And then you can go with the man weave. You feel what I'm saying? I do
The what?
the man weave. You know what I mean? That right there is a man unit. Really, it's a man unit.
Bring that up on YouTube.
Yeah, you can bring that on.
Cue that
You
up.
feel me?
Cue that up. I need to see what this is.
The man unit, it's a lot of guys today who they very secretive, and they they don't want to lose their hair at a young age, and a lot of people are losing their hair because of not understanding how to maintenance their hair, so they're looking for other things such as ways to cover it up. So the man weave itself is a unit such as like a toupee. You know, a lot of black men been getting it, a lot of white men, but the white men already had it, you know what I mean?
That toupee.
Yeah.
But see, okay.
But the black man started, so they thinking like, oh man, that was a white man thing. Nah, these brothers is getting it.
The biggest
today.
problem I have with the toupee is at least try to make that shit look natural.
See, but with these toupees, these man units, we make them look as natural as possible. And the reason why we make them look as natural as possible, they can last for like at least 3-4 months, or 2 to 3 months, depending on who does it. You know what I'm saying? It can last a week, it can last whatever, but it depends on who does it.
How much does that shit hit for? Because you talk about like what seems like to me would be like a barber equivalency to major surgery, because that's some extra shit.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, we found it.
Yeah, check it out. I'm saying, that's why I say it make you look as natural as possible. You feel what I'm saying? You see how he's receding in the front, and that's what a lot of men have that today. They recede in the front. So we do a certain technique. You know what I'm saying? We, shave off the top. You know what I mean? Pretty much doing the fade, put the little design in if they want to design.
You done this shit before?
Oh yeah, I do this. Yeah.
Do they make you sign an agreement to not tell nobody that they get this shit done? Because that's what I'd be doing. You got me fucked. You ain't telling nobody I got this shit done.
Nah, see, but some people it's like some people don't really care because they okay with themselves as a person, and I'm just not okay with myself. Yeah.
I just found something out about myself.
That's the insecurity.
I just found something
we found out your insecurity today.
I'm just amazed at this. I'm watching it go down.
I'm making you sign agreements before you leave the house.
Because they shaving all of it off.
But see, me as a personal barber, I mean, if they want an agreement or anything like that, or if they don't want to be in a public eye, at my salon, we have at least over 45 different stylists. It's a big salon, so we can go in. I can take you to a personal booth. You know what I mean? And nobody has to see what's going on. But me personally, I'm in the front. I like to be on the front line. I like the walk-ins. I like meeting new people every day and stuff like that. But while doing these type of haircuts, they are a lot of people who like to be, in a private area. And so when we do that, I am able to do that in a private area, so they won't have to sign an agreement or nothing like that. So nobody knows what's going on.
A lot of motherfuckers is going a little too much with the bar because I see, like, especially the new barbers, right?
Right.
Every new barber got the light ring with the phone in the middle. You know what I mean? They got the booth. Like, even if you go to the mall, they got like their booth is actually a room, except like there's a big ass window facing the mall, so it's like, yeah, you in a room, but everybody can see you getting your fucking haircut.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you see all the extra shit. The Instagram, obviously, the Instagram is popping no matter what.
Right.
With any barber, no matter what level you at.
Right.
But how do you feel when you see all, like, barbers do all the extras?
Well, see, some barbers do all the extra because it, like, just like, okay, say we selling a car, or say if we are promoting anything, you gotta promote it to the best of your ability. So when you promote it to the best of your ability, that those light rings and all that other stuff like that, some people feel like, oh, they're more professional, and I understand why their price is $50 and You know what I'm saying? But the cut be whack. But some people, they put up that display and they cut is very good. You know what I mean? Like is a barber. His name OG Walker. Man, he dope. I mean, he got the light ring. He tell you what's going on. Man, he charged $53.
Damn,
$53. Wow. Feel what I'm saying?
53.
You see that odd number? You know,
53. That's a random ass number.
You see what I'm saying? It's random as fuck. But see,
hold on.
Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Check this out.
We getting real now.
Yeah. See, this right here is this right.
That's noodles.
Is actually taking actual weave hair itself and gluing it on there, right? But they also have units. See, this right here, he wants the wave pattern. So all he gonna do is glue everything down,
then trim it,
and then trim it down,
and give him a lineup,
fade it in, and then give him a lineup. But see, what happens is that
about
too.
To have waves.
No, but with this too, you have to use like a if you have like it's called like a shit.
You gotta brush it.
I mean, you're gonna brush it out. You're gonna brush it out for sure. But it's like a cutting guard. Like it's like a certain cutting tool that we use as barbers, and we'll shade that in or whatever like that. You feel what I mean? Just to make it look real, natural and neat. It's amazing to me. It's amazing to me.
This is amazing.
He gonna use a little. If he'll use a little blow dryer, you know what I'm saying? Bring that down. If it was me, I use the blow dryer too. Just make it look.
So he just made it all lay down.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And he gonna come and bring the trim.
Look like an 80s music video in this motherfucker.
No, he gonna cut all that off.
That's all coming off. It's gonna be like, you see what I mean?
But it's already glued down now, so.
Yeah, and with the glue that we use, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know. The cold part is, I can tell them, you know what I'm saying? I don't know my barber family would be mad at me or nothing like that. But even if you try to do it, I don't know if you're gonna do it right. But we use ghost glue. Okay. The same glue that the ladies use when they doing them like hair.
I've never seen no shit like that.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen no shit like this.
And you see how he already got the fade cracking.
Yeah,
already,
he did the fade first.
Exactly. Yep.
How many clients do you like?
The craziest thing I only have right now, to be honest with you, I have like 2 clients to just get men weaves. You know, one is a flamboyant client.
Oh, okay.
And then another client is a regular guy. And you know, it's real simple. You know, I mean, the flamboyant, what I can say flamboyant, I mean, this my boy, man.
Yeah.
This my dog.
Yeah, you wouldn't get offended if you said that.
Wouldn't get offended.
So,
but he's the type of guy to where he likes to do all kind of different styles. So I can do mohawks on his hair. I can do braids. I can do. I mean, I'm talking about gluing this shit on. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. They have a weave that looks like braids. They got one that look like, you know, curls, whatever the hell.
Oh,
you know?
shit.
And see, with him, before this even started, you know what I'm saying? This started, you know what I mean? I can't even.
How long this been out? Yeah.
I mean, it's been out for a minute, but I can't give you the exact time because
like within the last
how long
10
you
years?
been doing it?
See, but I've been doing this shit for so long because with my homeboy, I ain't gonna mention his name, but I've been doing his hair like 10, 11 years like this.
Yeah.
You know, but we used wigs.
Yeah.
He was doing it before it was
You know,
even a
we
thing.
never used a unit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cutting through wigs and shit. You feel what I'm saying?
So you was putting shit together. You was over here.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? I'm
you was crafting like a
That's
motherfucker.
when the art comes in.
It's like an art
because
project,
you
yeah.
gotta sit up and you gotta make that fit.
You gotta make it fit. I had to make it right. You feel me? So now that they are available, see online, they probably be like, you can get one for like, say you want a wave wig, you can get it for like $96. You feel what I'm saying?
And then you gotta go pay for the installation.
How much for the installation?
And then the installation, you see what I'm saying? The craziest part, people not coming with they not coming with their units.
No.
So we getting the units. You know what I'm saying? So
So you giving them the package.
We low key giving you a package deal. So if you come to someone, some people may charge you $400.
Is it one size fits all?
No, we actually measure. See, you come in for a consultation.
got a size chart.
Yeah, you got to come in for a consultation. You know what I'm saying? And then some people don't even do consultations. Just to be like, shit, let's do it. You know.
Right.
So some people come in for a consultation. We do the consultation right there. That's spray.
Airbrush
right there.
and everything.
That's the airbrush spray. But some people don't use airbrush. You know, some people use fibers. Some
then you
people
got the razor.
Yep, you crispy it out.
Yeah,
you know,
crispy it out.
You know, some people use that
So that's that
crispy edge line.
Ain't that about a bitch?
Yeah, make you look natural, bro. Make you bring you back all the way. Make you feel like you in your old days. Finna go get you them old honeys, you know.
So look,
see,
everybody that's
Hey,
clowning
if LeBron got it
on the
now, though,
ball,
it would be a problem. If
see-
LeBron got that full blown right now, it would be.
Because people would know what's going on. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But see, me personally, LeBron is like. LeBron can do whatever he gonna do and people will mess with it. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, when
He
you
can
that
come-
he's already at that point in his
Yeah,
career.
that
He
big.
can come with a man weave and people be like, man, whoever his barber is dope as mud. You know what I'm saying? Because they did the fly ass man weave on him. You know, they understand that. And see, LeBron, he ain't gonna, that's a grown, he cool. He don't give a fuck. He be like, yeah, man, that nigga did my man weave hard. You know what I'm saying? So I respect
Tag,
LeBron.
Yeah, he'd be like,
you know what I'm
go
saying?
get you one.
Go get you one. You know, he'd get us some more money. Like, man, LeBron got one. I'm gonna get
That's
me
what's
one.
up.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's actually one of these things where men are feeling uncomfortable. I mean, I won't even say feeling uncomfortable. It's just like a
They want to feel their youth again, you know?
not even feeling youth, bro. I think it's a fashionably live ass shit going on right now. Niggas want to be like people on TV.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they want to be like the nigga on TV. So they want to get that fresh look and everything.
Yeah.
So they're like, man, make me look like this again. You know, I'm like, man, okay, we can do it, but it's gonna cost you.
Yep.
You know, you got to take care of it. And a lot of people get these. You spend
And don't take
$400
care
and
of
you
it.
don't maintain
Listen.
this. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
Listen,
they
I
gonna
know.
come back to you, but
Same
then that's a
thing, listen.
repeat customer.
Same. It's the
Come
same
on, bro.
thing with the women. Like you pay all that money for
And you
that,
don't maintenance your weave.
and you don't
Right,
take
right.
care
So
of
tell
it.
me this:
That's
do
it.
you get upset when you take the time to explain all of this to somebody, and then they come back to you for another cut or another
Low key, why you getting money? You still getting that
No,
money?
but
That's
it's
what I'm
like,
saying.
man, I just told you the last
You gonna
time.
keep
Like,
fucking it up, keep
what I
bringing it
do
back.
right here.
Is it
I
like-
don't see what happens with that is I'm not gonna get mad at you because I'm gonna have to repeat the same treatment again because you didn't take care of
yeah,
it.
they gonna end up paying the same
You
price.
pay that other price. So if you maintain it properly, you ain't paying no price. You ain't gonna pay that same price you paid before.
Yeah.
So you ain't really hurting me. You
Hurting
hurting yourself.
like
Exactly.
a motherfucker.
You know,
You just brought me some more work.
You brought me more work.
Yeah.
And then, but the people that I deal with, my clientele, they're pretty dope. So they understand what's going
They
on.
listen to you,
listen
or
to
else
me.
they wouldn't come. You know?
They listen to me. They understand the struggle with it. And
That's
then a lot of
what's
these
up.
women come in with children and all other stuff like that. It's like, come on, man. You got to understand something that you're not doing at home. And then you expect me to do all this at the barbershop, you tripping. You feel what I'm saying?
This is a daily thing that needs to get done.
tripping.
You know, I can't.
That's
you
like
can't
when
bring them once a month.
Listen, that's like when you go to the dentist. You go to the dentist and you brush your teeth the day of. Mm-hmm. That don't do shit.
Right. They tell you to brush them at night as well.
Not even that. Like, you didn't take care of your teeth these whole 6 months. Your ass ain't been to the dentist.
Right.
Motherfucker, you go back to the dentist, you gonna brush your teeth that morning. Like,
Period.
that brush
They can
ain't
tell.
doing
They
shit.
can tell
They
what
know.
you're doing. And that's the same thing with his barbers. And see, they think barbers are... See, this is what happens. Some of the ladies come in. See, some of these barbers are bisexual. Yeah. Some of these barbers are fine ass men. You know what I'm saying? Looking poppy. You know what I'm saying?
Like $40. Like that.
$40.
So it's like they can get a little advantage on certain things. You feel what I'm saying? When shit happens. So like what I say for like my homegirls, you know what I'm saying, that's in the gay community or whatever. Some girls come in, they be looking all fly, and they think, okay, because you got you super cute, you know what I mean? You can talk that shit, and then you can get it like half off on a haircut, or you expect to come first, or you do this. Man, that shit don't work. You don't mess with nobody money.
Not even that. Not even that. Hold on. Not even that.
You know,
you don't even want me.
You don't want me. You want me to do you a due diligence.
Yeah, you don't want me.
You tripping.
You want to
do you no favors.
Yeah.
You got to come in
just
here
another
like
dude.
everybody else. You feel what I'm saying? And then some dudes they have intercourse with they people, and they be no money ass barbers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit like that.
Yeah, if you choose to do business like that, that's
it's
on
your
you.
business.
You know,
what I say is just stay at a professional level and give out the game. See what my teacher told me, what my professor told me. He was pretty much telling me like, listen, it's what you know. Yep. The knowledge gonna sell them. It's gonna sell everything. Yep. If you know what to tell them, and you saying different type of terminology, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving you different jargon. They like, well, what is that?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, shit.
Then they gonna want to go look it up. Then they gonna look at you. They gonna be like, damn, she
saying?
really know what she talking about.
Period.
You know, like
so that's what really makes you that. What you said, that barber who can put up a ring light and then put up, different type of settings and everything like that, tell you about this product. Some of these are Instagram barbers. Oh, they want to get sponsored. So they get this product and they put this little Supreme
now they
shit
tagging them all up in there.
You know what I'm saying? They want to be famous. Me, see, I don't want to be famous. You feel what I mean? I want to be known for a great haircut that you come in and you get a good conversation.
That's real as fuck.
You feel what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I feel like
your work is gonna speak for you.
It's gonna speak for itself. That's why I do that old school shit. I'm on Instagram.
See, I call it work, but I look at it like you do what you love to do. Yeah. So that's your art.
Right.
So,
exactly. So it's like I'm on Instagram, but it's like I was off Instagram for so many years, but something was just like, you got to get on Instagram because this is what's happening. The digital world is in.
At some point,
everybody
gonna give in at some point.
Instagram.
You already know you would still have your, I wouldn't say not just your same clientele, you probably even have more gaining.
Right.
Without social media,
right.
And
see, that's what I do.
You don't need that.
I'm a word of mouth barber. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people I get a lot of clients off of word of mouth.
Yeah.
If somebody see my haircut, they like, damn, who cut your hair? And then I get a word of mouth. See, what I do is, if you like the haircut, you don't come see me. What I tell people is this: I give out my cards all the time, right? Yep. And it's like, okay, I'm giving out my cards, and I be seeing dudes with their funny faces and all that other shit because I'm a female barber. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes I be looking real fly, jazzy, and niggas be like, ooh, I just want your card. You know what I'm saying? Just because of how I look. But sometimes I look dressed down. You know what I'm saying? I be looking like a pure ass nigga. You know what I mean?
People gotta understand you're a human being.
I'm a regular ass nigga on a bad day, good day. You know what I'm saying? But at times when I give out my cards, I may get a good look or I may get a bad look. But my whole way of getting at a person is, hey, I know you have a barber, but if you ever need a backup barber, you know what I'm saying? I'm always available. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I'm always available. And I have, QR code or whatever on my cards to point. If you want to look me up before you come, you have that opportunity. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just so they can be, feel better, about coming to me as a woman. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of hard for us to be in the game, you know what I mean? Because niggas either want to get at you, have sex, or get at you and be like, you want some other shit, or they want to, try to make a deal with you, and you looking like, man, I'm a female, I can't beat you up, I can't, so it's like,
do you want me to cut your hair or not?
Kind of thing.
That's how do you feel as a female barber, like especially because you're working in a mostly predominantly like a male setting.
I'm a savage, bro.
You know what I mean? No, and I totally get that. But I'm saying at the same time, you're a female, right?
Yeah.
At the same time, you're a female, and you know that you're different from everybody else in the room, right?
Right.
And because maybe you're the only one, or you're only one of a few that's in the room, do you sometimes feel like you outnumbered or anything like that, or are you so comfortable that you don't even have to think twice about any of that?
Yeah, I'm so comfortable. I don't have to think twice. My personality itself, I can get in there and laugh, talk, and joke with a person. I talk about basketball. I talk about football. Yeah. I'm a Niners fan. Niner gang. What up? Anybody got something to say? What? You know what I'm saying? What? I'm a Niners fan. I love the 49ers. I mean, I can talk about basketball. I love LeBron James. I'm in a shop with an old dude, man. He love the Lakers, right? I'm in LA.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You in LA.
I'm in LA. I don't like the Lakers.
Me neither.
You feel me? I'm just being honest. Me
neither.
I mean, R.I.P. to my boy Kobe. I mean, he made me cry when he passed. You feel me? On some real life stuff. But I wasn't a whole Kobe fan.
Nah, me neither.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just being honest with my people. So when I'm in the barbershop, I can just be my total self. Yeah. You feel me? I can be honest with people, and people respect me for who I am, and they understand me as a girl, knowing what I know and do what I do. Yeah. They're like, damn, you a dope ass barber and you got a cool view. So I be like, some people will go to, certain people in the shop, and then they be looking like, dang, I just want to go to you, man. How can I do this? Yeah. Man, let's have an appointment on Sunday. Let's do something like that. Yep. I'm like, man, no, tell your barber, bro.
That shit a little weird.
I'm gonna tell your barber.
I've been in that situation.
I'm about to tell your barber for sure, because I'm not finna front on my homeboy, you know what I'm saying, or my homegirl, and the fact that they doing haircuts and you like what I do. I want you to be a man about your shit.
Yeah, let them know.
Hey, that's some real shit.
Instead of me having to go and I'm put in a position like I'm taking your clients.
Yeah, because again, that's how that game run. In the barbershop, it's like, if that's your client,
that's your because what? Because this is what people don't understand. If I get on the front line and I go out here and I pass out cards, now this is what
you didn't put in the work.
This is the game. If you put out 10 cards in one day, you might get back one person.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm trying to put out 30, 40, 50, 60 cars, 70 cars. I'm trying to put out 100 cars so I can get at least 10
you trying to book your week.
People back. You see what I'm saying? I'm getting to 100, bro. Yep. I got to 100. I said I'm trying to get at least 10 people back off that 100.
Yep.
You feel me? So I got to buy 1,000 cars.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? So in that instant, when I'm thinking, I'm like, nigga, I didn't put out the footwork for this shit. I didn't talk to these people. I didn't damn near bribe this bitch to come here to get a haircut.
You put in work,
You feel me? And you gonna try to come here and take my money? Nah. Yep. I got to pay rent too. People don't understand. As barbers, we don't have no union or anything like that. We don't have anything like. But now I've seen online where they starting a barber union and everything like that. So I'll put it up and let everybody know what it's about.
I feel like it's needed,
but it's real.
I know
because it's like we
need
a pension.
Of my close homies that's barbers, and they struggle with things like that.
You know who else need a union? Like on my way to work every day. Especially because we slow right now, and a lot of people aren't working, and like on my way to work. Normally there's a lot of traffic or whatever, but sometimes I got to get off the freeway and get off, whatever. I got to drive down Fig. These hoes is still out here working.
They not going to stop.
They need a union. They need a union. This is some bullshit.
Look, I want to bring my uncle on one day, bro, so he can sit up and talk about this shit. Look,
I don't know if you mind. I don't know if you mind, but telling who your uncle is or what your uncle does, but like we got to get him on because
I got family. Everybody in my family is
these hoes,
I got a comedian.
These hoes is more committed than the fucking mailman because rain, shine, snow, tornado. These hoes is out there.
But this is what I say about hoes, because this is it may be a funny subject and all
they
that
need
shit
a union.
like that. But this is the thing. They may need a union to him. Yeah, I ain't saying that. Yo, I ain't saying that, y'all.
Listen, hit me up. I'll get y'all some umbrellas or something. We could organize something. Like this is some bullshit.
Hey, look, Annie the barber not saying that, y'all. Look, this is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say, y'all, they respectfully need some guidance in reality to me, because hoes out here on the streets. Look, the crazy thing is I used to work on
ain't that what the pimp is for?
No, but see,
but they all don't go.
But listen, you need somebody to be able to mediate between the hoes and the pimps. That's where somebody.
I used to work
Local 69.
I used to work in a barbershop on 52nd in Vermont, right? You know what I'm saying? So mind you, I'm on 52nd in Vermont. If you go down the street, my nigga, the Snooty Fox is right there.
Yeah.
Feel me?
But Snooty Fox.
So mind you, I used used to ride the bus. I got on a Dash bus, right, on 55th in what was that, in Vermont? Oh no, 55th and Western.
Right.
That's where it was.
Yeah,
so you know the Bronco Hotel, right?
Yep.
Them hoes is everywhere. Yep. So I was on the bus one time with I was waiting for the bus, and this hoe was sitting next to me. Well, I mean, this young lady was sitting next to me or whatever. You feel what I'm saying?
Hoe sounds like, that's not politically correct.
Listen, hoes is politically correct.
No. But see,
they call them thoughts now.
But look, let me tell you her story.
What would be the proper term?
But this is our story though. But seriously, I was sitting there, the bus was taking forever, bro. So I'm like, damn, this is random. You know what I'm saying?
You had a Forrest Gump and start a conversation and shit.
Started a conversation with the hoe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting a conversation with the hoe. I'm asking her, like, why you on the streets though? Why you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What makes
wait, I'm very interested in this. Before you tell this, I'm very interested in this because I've always thought, like, if I ever picked up a prostitute, it would not be for sexual purposes. It would always be like, yo, I just want to interview you. Can I shoot you $30 to give me 5 minutes of your time?
Right.
You know what I mean? I might need some subject matter for the podcast or something, but like that's all I want. So like what you're telling me right now is what I've been waiting for my whole life. So go ahead, please.
So when I was sitting on the, I'm sitting on the bus or whatever. I'm like, what made you want to get out here and be on the streets or whatever? You know what I mean? You know, what made you want to get tooted and booted? You know what I mean? So. In reality, she came to me. She was all like, I was molested. She was pretty much saying she was molested before.
Damn, off top, just shoot that out there.
Straight out. She wasn't scared about nothing. Yeah. She like, I was molested before, and I felt like, I'm saying, since I've already been molested, you know what I mean? I've been, kicked out of my home and things like that. I got with this guy, and then he was, you know what I mean? Like, well, what's up? You feel me? She said she didn't know him from Adam, bro. She don't know who he is.
Oh, they be waiting for, like, if you come in, like, they look for people who look like they came to LA with a dream. You know what I mean?
And see,
right off the bus or right off the train.
So she like, I didn't know who he was or whatever like that. So it's more like I got with him. She was already having sexual intercourse with him. So she already felt like, I was already molested. I'm already having sexual intercourse with a nigga I don't know.
Do it.
You feel me? So he put me on the blade, like, let me go out here and get some money for it. She's like, shit, when she made her first couple $100, you know what I'm saying? She was cool with it. It was more comfortable. She said she had a place to stay. You know what I'm saying? She had food to eat. You know what I mean? She was comfortable, whatever. But all she had to do was have sex with this man. You feel me? Some of these women become these men bottom. You feel me?
Yeah.
Meaning like they the ones that's really out here getting this bread for these dudes. So if it gets to that point, it's like they get more of a different type of treatment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nowadays,
y'all seen Hustle and Flow?
Yeah, I seen Hustle and Flow.
But look, is it different?
I seen The Deuce.
It's different today. In 2020, my nigga, these dudes, AKA pimps, is dating they bottom hoe.
But it's not just the dudes.
Some real
it's
shit?
not just the dudes though.
No. But you gotta listen.
Females.
No, but listen,
pimps, bro. Like,
it's females pimps out here. Oh yeah,
pimp.
it's some female pimps.
And there's some cold ones. I done seen some colder females.
Where you see the cold ones at?
Hey, bro. I know a couple cold females.
Look, I know one
that'll
right
give you
now,
some game.
bro. I know one.
The only thing I know close to any type of pimping is what I see on Fig and what I've seen on Hookers on the Point.
No, I know one right now, bro.
HBO.
I know one right now, and she's.
They tell you they got.
She's home. She's a. You know what I'm saying? She's homosexual, whatever. But she on her shit.
The mentality. It's the mindset.
And she don't, and this is what I'm trying to say, but like in 2020, these men, they women, they bottom hoes or whatever like that, so they be feeling more comfortable.
That's their girlfriend.
That's their girlfriend. That's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you dating this hoe and she fucking these things.
I mean, but
it be like that.
It's the title of girlfriend. That's what they tell them.
Right,
it's
I
like,
guess.
That's
It's
what
a
they
mind
believe in
game.
their mind.
It's a mind game.
Especially being young. But at the same time, it's like, that nigga not with her 24/7, especially if she out getting money.
But look, some niggas be going stupid dumb over them girls. They'll go out here and
they'll murk somebody for a girl.
Cause a ruckus over these females if they bottom. You feel me?
If they was, that's only them understanding the part of it, you know.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. These youngsters don't know the full game of pimping.
They only get what they see in movies or
don't know the
like
full
that
game of pimping
because they ain't never had nobody really give it to them.
That's what goes back to the game is to be told, not to be sold. I mean, the game to be sold, not to be told. You feel what I'm saying? That's why they uneducated on how to pimp.
Everybody not ready for it.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
Let me ask you, you think you would ever be able to be a pimp? You think you got it in you to be a pimp?
I'm not going to answer that question.
I don't think I have it in me to be a pimp.
This nigga this nigga named Cool Ass Cam. What you mean? This nigga's pimping.
I don't know, man.
pimping.
Like, my girl talk back to me, and I just okay. Like, I bitch up real quick. I don't know, man.
Right. But like I said, some of these ladies is just out here. Really,
like, you gotta think about what kind of person you want to be in life, bro. Like,
yeah. But see, I don't know how people get into that mode. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm a person who I'm a real touchy feely type of person. I'm emotional as a motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? I be watching movies and shit.
I be telling my hoes I love them and shit. Like, hey, I hope you have a good day, babe. Like, give it your all tonight.
Yeah,
you know?
give it your all, babe.
Give it your all. You got them condoms, baby?
But, yeah, make sure.
You good?
Every single person is different.
We're gonna go to the clinic next week. We're gonna get you tested. We're gonna make sure you're all right.
Yeah, I'll be taking care of
shit like that.
But see, a union
but that's
would make
somebody
sure
that really care about
brings
their
me
money.
back to the union point.
For people who not really about
trying to pin this union shit.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like,
I just think these women who have been actually taken advantage of, you know what I'm saying, as youngsters, you feel what I'm saying, such as some of these people they've been taken advantage as youngsters, so their mind has been developed in a different type of way. It's called influential behavior.
I feel that. You know, that's a great term, influential behavior.
Yeah,
your environment, right?
Yeah, so you are influenced by the environment you are around. Yeah. So if you're around that environment, you know what I'm saying, you're going to pick up some of them traits. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why some people, like women, you know what I mean, you be mad as hell at your girlfriend, but you ain't never checked out her mama before you dated her. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That type of thing. If you look at her mama before you date her, you might, you know what I'm saying,
you know
pass
what
on that
yourself
bitch.
Into.
You feel what I'm saying?
And then you look at their relationship with each other.
Right. So you might pass on
I
it.
ain't never went that deep.
Yeah, it's real situations, because if you look at her mama or whatever, her mama yelling and screaming and talking, and when you walked in her house, the first thing she said was, "You ain't speak to me. What's your name?" You looking like, damn, she trippy. Yeah. You feel me? And then you get your bitch and she like, why aren't you doing this and why? You like, oh damn, that's traits of your mama. You feel what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you got to actually, you know, pinpoint situations when you in deeper, when you get deep with somebody, right. You know. And then same thing when you pick your barber. Same thing when you pick your mechanic. Same
Everything is a choice.
Exactly. So it's like you want to deal with somebody who has a certain type of personality that fucks with yours.
But see, you don't learn that shit until you get older and you have the experience, because when you're younger, it's
when you're younger, you don't know what you really want in life.
Hell no.
And then you don't want to commit to people that's fucking, you know, like if you feel like, oh no, you telling me I can't do this.
And listen, an adult at 21 is not an adult.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
That is not an adult.
Unless you know, some people do have that mindset.
Some people have that mindset.
But let's be honest.
Influential behavior.
A lot of us don't.
Influential behavior, bro. Because what happened is this. You may have that mind state, but you may lost it. Just like my godson. He's smart as a motherfucker, boy. His little boy's so smart. They tested him, right? They gave him a test. Mm-hmm. So they wanted to skip him a grade. Right. Okay, so his mom told me, like, oh yeah, they tested him, whatever. But the crazy part is they want to test him again. I said, why they want to test him? They're like, they don't think he did it by himself.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
So I said, okay, well, let him test him again. Test it again. Test it with flying colors again. But the whole point was, I was going to bullshit them in the beginning. Yeah. Because I wanted you to test him again, but I'm not going to allow you to skip my son up. You know why? Because he going to miss something.
Yeah.
You feel me? And what I did was, in one of these references, I said, hey, baby, you know, my little son, I'm like, hey, baby, what time is it? Look at the clock. The motherfucking clock is a regular analog fucking clock, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tell me, it's not digital. What's the time? Mm-hmm. He can tell the time. Why would you skip my son from 2nd grade to the 4th grade and he can't tell the fucking time? No, I am gonna do that.
There's certain things, even if it's not in the class, like specifically in a book, that you learn within 1 grade. That
you got to know. You got to
not
learn
even just that. It's like
education. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, it's things you just
feel
learn
the fuck out of that.
You got
in different stages in your life. You
and
know,
I feel like if you would have skipped my son up and he would have been in the 4th grade and they going in, you got to understand he's dealing with different type of people coming in with different type of jokes, different type of way of learning and shit.
Yeah, let me tell you,
if you don't know how to tell time, nigga, you gonna clown my kid.
Yep. He might be ahead in the books, but like mentally, you're not ready. You ain't ready.
Y'all remember that show, Smart Guy?
Yeah, I remember that.
I love it.
You know, so that is a perfect example to me. You know, this is a 10-year-old kid going to high school,
right?
You know, but you're not ready.
You ain't ready, baby.
I remember the episode when he had to get in the shower. He was like, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah, PE.
You feel me? He looking like these is some real
Yeah,
dicks.
he's like, oh
Some
no,
real dicks in
hell no.
He can pass all the regular classes,
Yeah.
flying colors, but when
He
it came
like
to PE,
me.
if
like,
he didn't
damn.
shower, he was about to get that F.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. He like he's real dicks. Now what I'm gonna say now?
Yeah.
Nigga,
Yeah,
Dad,
real
today I'm 10 years old. I walk in the cut. It's real dicks. Dad, what
Yeah.
should I do?
And like the first time you go to
Like,
the damn
come on,
pool,
my nigga,
you catch
fuck
them
that.
grown ass men in the pool at the pool
Yeah,
showers, actually taking a
bro.
shower. You
Man,
just
that
like,
was
man.
I used to hate that shit as a kid. I
I
was
used to
like,
hate that shit too.
That's
I
why
was like,
say-
man, why you getting butt ass naked? You
Butt
don't
ass
do all
nigga
this extra
taking
shit, bro.
a whole ass shower.
You don't have to do that.
That's why I respectfully like this. I mean, I don't like this coronavirus shit. I really don't. It's really like, to me, it personally, just speaking from my own personal views, I feel like it's a bunch of bullshit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's a perfect time to commune with your kids, have that time.
Yeah,
so a
that's
lot
true.
of these people not teaching their children how to actually be more than just a child. You know what I'm saying? You have to teach, like, this would
Right now, everybody got a homeschool.
yeah. That's why I like this barbershop talk. That's why I wanted to start this podcast. You know, I wanted to start a podcast because we have barbershop talk all the time.
Right.
And when we have this barbershop talk, it gets to the point where I'd be like, damn, we can talk about that, man. We can talk about that. But like with this coronavirus, you got kids in the home or whatever. Yeah, you teaching them things like that, but a lot of people don't understand you're not teaching them stuff. So it's like before y'all done with this, when it's coronavirus over, y'all kids should be damn near almost trained properly. You know what I'm saying? Because first you got to train yourself. You feel what I'm saying? You got to mentally train yourself to understand that you have to train this child to go out here in the world and be ready for somebody else's
That's
bullshit.
the fucking
Feel what I'm
most
saying?
important thing as a parent.
Because it's somebody else's bullshit.
Hey,
you feel what I'm saying?
make sure your
so you
kid
have to
is
teach
ready.
them how to deal with this shit.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, my child, I don't have to worry about that because my child is the one dishing out bullshit because this little motherfucker get on my damn nerves. And I'd be like, man, somebody gonna slap you at some point because he's bigger than everybody. But I'm like, at some point, there's always that one little motherfucker that's gonna fucking try you.
Right.
And he gonna slap you. And I just feel that shit coming pretty soon because
gonna
he's
be
feeling,
quick. Might have
feeling
some hands.
himself a little too much right now. You know, I'm almost trying to set it up to where I'm like, hey, man, you see that kid right there?
Right.
He said your mama was ugly. Like,
Right.
like I'm looking for the little turned up
Right.
motherfucker to put to
Right.
take my son down in a couple notches.
Right. But see, what I'm thinking about is like, as far as teaching these children today, such as like this, I be around a lot of people in the barbershop, right? I see these ladies yelling and screaming at their kids. I see all this other stuff and shit. But it's more like this. I was a kid who was raised in a home where my mama, she was strict as a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I couldn't wait to get up out of here. You feel me? She's strict as a motherfucker. You feel me? But at the end of the day,
You won't let me do nothing.
You won't let me do nothing, you know? But as I got older, I realized what was the fault in her training.
Yeah.
See, my thing was this. I got in trouble for shit I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
You feel what
so
I'm
you weren't
saying?
properly
It was never
trained.
explained
It's
to
like
you.
a job.
So
you weren't
sometimes-
properly trained. Like, what's my
sometimes-
problem here?
And that's what's going on today, right here. But see, at the end of the day, no. But see, but look, but this is the thing. One thing though.
Hey, that's real shit.
No,
don't you
fucking
ever
real
lines in
disrespect
this
that.
shit.
Don't you ever disrespect that. There are lines in that
this
vacuum,
motherfucking carpet.
and you keep that shit
Shit
straight,
straight.
and you make sure that motherfucker
Come on,
got
man.
a little triangle in it when you come back. You got
I
me
told you.
fucked
What
up.
the fuck I said?
You better not
know
ever
that.
fuck that
Don't
up.
fucking play with me. But see, this is what I'm saying. Like, it gets to that point. Like, you get them strict parents, right? Or you get these people who teaching these
Give me a
kids,
card, bro.
but they're really not teaching them. So, like I say, is if you want your kid to clean up, right?
Yeah.
So y'all in the house today, all y'all parents out there, y'all like, oh man, clean up. But see, you never taught them how you properly want your house clean. You
Yup.
feel what I'm saying? So what I mean is, you clean the motherfucker up. You feel me?
Yeah.
You clean up. You tell them, look, when I clean up my tub, when I clean out my shower, this how I do it. They gonna watch you first. You doing a demonstration first. You feel me? And then after that demonstration, they do that shit.
I tell my kid that shit where I clean it. I've cleaned his room a good maybe 3 times, but like to where I clean that motherfucker
And you
good.
teach him how you
And
want
I
it to
told
be
him,
clean.
I said, now
I
look,
come back in
when I
here-
tell you
Right.
clean the motherfucking room, this is how I expect the room to be cleaned.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. So it's about teaching them first. If I tell you to sweep the floor,
you show your kid how to wash behind the ears.
yeah, that's the same thing with barbering and all that stuff like that. That's why I say it comes back to the parents. If your kid come in there in the barbershop and your kid stank behind the ears. They ain't brushed their teeth
gonna
this
look at the
morning.
parent.
I'm gonna look at the mom. I'm gonna say, well, shit. She woke up and she ain't brushed her teeth. She ain't washed behind her ears. She ain't did that shit.
She a
That's
dirty
why they try to
motherfucker.
drop them off and
That's
then
why
run
they
up
be,
out of
you
there.
feel what I'm saying?
I noticed that
so
too.
that's why I be like, it's just a reflection of the parent. That's all. So I see some kids come in there, they come in there fully dressed at 7:00 in the morning. Hair done, water and shit. You feel me? And I'm like, damn, why you put water in her hair? You finna get a haircut. You feel me?
Yeah.
She like, oh, I was just getting dressed. You know what I'm saying? And that's a parent that I fuck with. You feel me? Because it's like, I know you told him, go in there, get in the shower, brush your teeth, do this. He didn't came in there fully dressed. I know some kids
You
come
about
in
to go
there.
outside today.
That's
nigga.
that
They-
parent. That's that parent to make sure their kid eat before they leave the house.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing ever. My mama used to tell me that before I
Real
went to
shit,
school.
that's real shit.
She told me all the time, you cannot leave my house on an empty stomach because you ain't gonna think about shit but eating.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly.
So you need to eat before you leave. You feel me? So that's one of them things where some parents are not teaching their children. You feel me?
Yeah.
You need to teach this shit. You need to eat before you leave. That's nutrition. You feel me? Teach them nutrition. Teach them about health. Teach them about all that shit. That's coming from
Survival.
you first. And they thinking
You
these
teaching
teachers.
your cubs survival.
You think they thinking the teacher's supposed to tell them this shit?
Oh no, hell
These
no!
teachers
I
don't
can't
supposed to
trust
tell
the
them
teacher
shit.
to teach
I can't
my
trust
kids
the teacher.
shit.
Y'all have
Hell
food
no.
class, like when y'all was in high school?
What happened?
Did you have foods class?
Who class?
Foods, like
Oh yeah, like yeah, nutrition
I didn't have
and
that.
shit.
Nutrition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I said, well, we
didn't have that.
We didn't have
Well,
nutrition.
we
We had what was that
Home
shit?
economics.
Home economics.
Home economics.
That's what it
I
was.
had foods, like and Foods International.
our nutrition
Foods
was like a snack
International.
break.
Yeah, see, yeah,
God
yeah.
damn, you had
Hey,
some
look,
shit.
look, when you graduate, look,
Where'd you go to school?
We selling our age, nigga. So when you graduate, look at that.
I graduated in 2007.
See,
Oh, I
yeah,
graduated
nigga.
06.
Yeah, I graduated 05. 05.
But yeah, all that shit
I
still
went to
set up.
Warren and Downey. Shout out to the Bears. Whoop,
Oh,
never.
yeah.
Ain't
See, I
nobody
went to
ever.
I'm in all the way in California, but I'm representing Rancho High School in Las
Look.
Vegas, my nigga, for real.
Bellflower High School, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I say, man, just barbering is a great art. I feel like anybody can try to do it, and they can say, "Oh, this job ain't shit." You know what I'm saying? Man, we go out there and deal with a whole lot of stuff every day. We deal with everybody, conversation. We deal with children. Man, I didn't deal with a woman drop her kid off. Man, she ain't come back until the barbershop was time to close.
Yeah,
I'm like,
That's
nigga, I
some
ain't no
bullshit.
motherfucking babysitter.
That's disrespectful
But
as fuck.
it's more like.
Oh, sit there till your mama get back.
But this
Like-
is the thing, though. This is the
Now I gotta
respect.
babysit.
But look, I take the disrespect out of that too, though, because you respect me enough to keep your child with me for damn near 7-8 hours.
Yeah.
You must really fuck with the kid.
What if
feel
you
what I'm
have to
saying?
dip though?
But if I got a dip, oh yeah, I'm like, hey, where your mama at? You know what I'm saying?
Like,
And look, she
yo.
ain't here. If anything, you feel me? I drop the kid off to your parent or whatever like that.
Yeah.
That's the most I do. But if anything, if I'm sitting
gotta
here,
really fuck with
if
you
I'm
for
sitting
that
here with your kid.
Out of your heart, though.
Yeah, but nigga, but this is some real shit right hand to God. If I'm sitting here with your kid after hour and you ain't there and all this other shit, you probably gonna have to pick him up from my house.
he gonna be on the porch waiting for you.
Nah, he gonna be chilling. He
Yeah, I
gonna
got
be,
shit
he gonna
to
be
do.
playing the PlayStation and some other shit. But hey,
Call you, hey, where y'all at?
No disrespect. If you don't smoke around your kid, he gonna be smoked the fuck out. By the time he get in the car, he gonna be
Yeah.
sleepy. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day,
'Cause I'm not finna change
I'm
my
not finna
program.
Change my program
Yeah,
because
that's true.
you off balance on your shit.
I'll make
You know?
sure, they all right. I'll make
Yeah.
sure they safe.
And
I'm
see,
not
but
gonna let them
this
fucking
is
hurt
crazy
they
shit though. But to be honest with you though, I don't smoke around my son.
Yeah.
If I'm saying, I really don't do that shit. You feel me? He got asthma, some more shit. You nigga, I be around that motherfucker crying this motherfucker. So I ain't finna do that shit around my son. You feel me?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I won't do that around your kid. But at the end of the day, you might end up at my house though. Yeah. He gonna be fed. He probably gonna be asleep. He probably playing PlayStation or some other shit. But at the end of the
Ultimately,
day,
parents,
pick your
take
kids
care
up.
of your kids.
Yeah, you got to
don't
do
leave
that.
your kids with everybody because it's like, if it's certain things you don't want your kids to see, then maybe you
Maybe you should be there for your kid.
Your kids
You
gonna
know?
see me smoking a motherfucking blunt
Oh
on
yeah,
my couch.
I'm going to. Hey, this guava leaf is going to be. They gonna be like,
He got me
"What is
fucked up.
that?
I'm
What is
fresh
that?"
off work. I'm shoes is kicked off.
You know,
I'm
kids
finna
ask
relax.
questions these days.
for
Kids,
sure.
Today, kids is like they ask all the questions in America. Look, I got all the answers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you. I may not be your mama, but I'm gonna be totally
You
real
gonna
with
learn some real game today.
You gonna learn
Game
reality.
today.
What you want to know? What grade you in? Sixth grade? What was I thinking about in sixth grade?
Look, you sixth grade. I ain't going that hard. I'm finna go like this. You know what I mean? It's just a way of living because I know. Personally, I know how I want my kid to react to the world. You know, I want the truth to come out,
and you know what stages you want that to happen in.
That's why I don't. And then be honest, I don't lie to my kid. You feel me? And I know there's a lot of parents listening and everything like that. I don't know if your kids are listening like anything like that, but at this moment, you might want to tell your kids not to listen. But I don't tell my kid about lies. Yeah. Nigga, Santa Claus ain't real, my nigga. Yeah. Easter money for real, that's not real, nigga. All that shit, nigga, that's not real. Yeah. I'm telling you the truth. Because if I start lying to you about Easter, if I start lying to you about the Easter, the Santa Claus and all that other stuff like that,
you're gonna have false expectations.
You already grew up with me teaching you lies. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to do that. So I ain't finna lie to you. I want you to be so truthful with me to the point where if you ever do anything out of my reach, you come back to me like, Mama, this what happened.
Hey,
this what happened.
Listen, it's gonna be the name. It's gonna be the name of the podcast.
That's what it is.
Annie 100.
Annie 100. You know what I mean?
Annie 100 because she will listen. She rather break your heart now than break your heart later.
Then later,
than let you get your heart broken at 12 years old when you realize Pop's the one fucking buying these presents.
Hit you with the reality.
Yeah. Because what's happening right now, a nigga might be. We in the corona. Yep. Shit, what if we was in the coronavirus around Christmas time? What your motherfuckers gonna tell your kids? Santa Claus.
Hey, Santa Claus don't want to come out. He's scared of coronavirus.
You see what I'm saying?
Santa over 65.
Man, you feel what I'm saying?
Trump said he gotta stay home. You feel what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
No, I'm gonna keep it real with my boy. I'm keeping it real with my son. I'm letting him know, hey, this is what's happening. You feel what I mean? This is what it is.
And like, then the mall's closed. You know, we can't even go out there and go buy that.
Motherfucker, you see me struggling to buy fucking bread and milk, motherfucker. You want presents?
I think that's
we're gonna have Christmas dinner. That's what we about to do.
And I think some parents be so hard on themselves. Man, I done seen one parent, right hand. I done seen one parent go into a damn near, I wouldn't say she went into a panic attack because she couldn't buy her son a motherfucking iPad.
No.
I said, man, you tripping. You know what I'm saying?
iPad.
And it
ain't even that serious.
But this is
not at all.
It's certain women that go so hard. It's certain men that go so hard because of certain things they didn't have when they was younger and all this other stuff. You gotta understand. You gotta teach these kids morals, values, and respect. You feel me?
I totally get that because I've caught myself to where I felt like I had to make up maybe for
what
lacking
you didn't have,
or what I didn't have or maybe lacking in something else. Like,
fuck all that.
Like, hey, Papa, maybe I wasn't able to do this, but hey, Christmas, I'm finna make it up. You know what I mean?
But and that's one thing too. I ain't never been explained shit from my mama. My mama ain't never explained no shit to me, man. What goes on, it goes on. Hey, I ain't gotta explain shit to no kid. You were a kid. But see, at the end of the day, because we are millennium parents and things like that, we like to tell our children, well, this is and that, this is that. But see, at the end of the day, when I was growing up, we ain't had no choices. Nigga, when I ate what I ate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I drank out there. Hey, don't go in there. I ain't going in there. There's certain things that happen. Yeah. But see, we got to get back to certain type of parenting as well because.
And I think that's what this is bringing everybody together to kind of do because now parents have to spend time with
these motherfuckers.
Do this. So I see, and I have my cousin. My cousin, you know what I'm saying, his name is Oni. You know what I'm saying? Real cool. Look him up, you know what I'm saying? Ryan Cali, he a good rapper and everything too. You know what I'm saying? He doing the shit right now. He works at Child Protective Services. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
Now this is the thing though. Still today, right now, it's called an essential business for him. Right. Because he has to check on his parents. Yeah. He's had cases with parents. Now these kids is home for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Now we got to check on these kids and make sure these motherfuckers are still alive in this motherfucker. You feel me? Because some of these women aren't fit to be around their children for so many hours out the day.
That's why, some of them go to work their 8 hours, have the babysitter.
So now it's like, now this podcast would be great for, giving tips on how to deal with your children in times of this. You got to understand, you dealing, and I be telling people all the time, you got to look at yourself in the mirror because it's mimicking you. Yeah. You was that bad. You was that little nigga right there. Yeah. He may be mixed with that dude you was dealing with. And you got to realize the dudes you was dealing with may come with a whole lot of shit. So
and you may not even know all of that about him.
I'll tell you this right now.
So you dealing with you and somebody else shit. So you got to understand how to deal with your children.
My girl and my son are going through it right now. Because
See what I'm saying?
She's, she's obviously trying to help him with his work and everything like that. And
Yeah.
not only that, but it's cabin fever. They stuck in the house together. I get to go to work every day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And some children don't respect their parent when teaching them. They respect the teacher because the teacher ain't there at home.
It's
all
that
day.
classic. I can show
You know
my
what I'm saying?
I can be the best free point. What's it called? I could be the first 3-point shot, right? I could have the best 3-point shot. If I try to give my son any type of tips, you already got me high as fuck. If I try to give my son some type of tips, right? If I try to give him some type of tips, he not gonna respect it. I could be Steph Curry,
Right.
he not gonna respect it.
Right.
But if cool ass Cam pull up, regular, non-NBA cool ass Cam, and he go, nah, you want to tuck that elbow, motherfucker? I've been telling you tuck that elbow all week,
years. Yeah.
all like for years.
Right.
Oh yeah, Cam, I got it, Uncle Cam. I tuck the elbow, got you.
Right.
Fuck you.
Right. But see, kids,
It's really like that though.
because some people know how to see. I don't know what it is. Some people know how they have a gift with kids. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And that
true.
gift with kids be so genuine. Some people get irritated quick.
Yep.
See, that's why I'm a great barber. If you got children, you can bring your kids to me. It's not a problem. Autistic children, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I love children,
Yeah.
And a lot of people love me as their barber because I can deal with any type of child. And it's more like you got to have some type of child's play inside yourself.
Yeah.
You got to be like a kid.
You got to be
too.
able to
Yeah, that's
entertain
true.
them,
You know what I'm
for them to
saying?
be calm.
For them to be comfortable with you. And then you got to get them to understand that there's more than what a parent is saying.
Right.
Everybody sees what you do.
I think that shows that you're a very selfless person because you go out of your way to try to make somebody else feel comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Me, motherfucker, like I'm you after work.
Right.
Nah, I'm doing this. If you would like to join, you could join.
Right.
And I think maybe that's where I need to change a little bit, where I need to maybe look into what he wants to do or what the type of things that he
Right.
likes to do, because it's
Right.
unfair for me to expect him to want to do everything I want to
Right.
fucking do.
And see,
I
some
just don't have
parents-
that
Then that's how
patience.
you find what y'all have in common, because you're going to see the
Yeah.
things that he's interested in and you're going to say, okay, well, I
Right.
know a little something about this, so maybe
Right.
I can work on this with him.
And
you
some
know?
kids, not some kids, but some parents want to live out their dreams through their children. Your kid ain't no damn basketball player, man. You married fucking
Hey,
you
some
married
real
a fucking
shit.
you married a fucking beauty queen.
Yeah.
So your kid don't like that shit. You should have married an athlete. If
Yeah.
you wanted your kid to be a part of this basketball game and shit, you feel what I'm saying?
That's
Some
right.
of these niggas, they go out here and they expect these women to be certain things, but they don't understand when you put that's what my mama always told me too. She said, be careful who you mix your blood with. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because you have to, you are going to intertwine your blood with somebody else's who's going to create a human being. So if you are looking for an athletic child, look for you an athletic female.
Yeah.
If you are looking for a beauty queen or somebody who's into others, you got to understand this is what
Genetics.
your children, this is your genetics.
Yeah.
This is what you bringing up. That's why they say don't just have sex with random people. These kids today, 2020, man, they fucking everybody, man.
They fucking anything. We
They
talking about.
fucking.
It's not everybody. They fucking anything.
Fucking anything, and it's
Anything.
like you gotta understand. You gon'
Yeah.
And this is where it goes back to the parent. You're not telling your children if you fucking something and you doing this and doing that. I mean, you gonna eventually. I mean, somebody gonna have a baby out the situation, and if
Yeah.
you have a baby out the situation, you gotta end up. You gotta realize, hey, what did I just create? You know what I'm saying?
I was
a
thinking
whole
about that.
nother life.
Listen, I was thinking about the other
Damn.
day because I have a 11-month-old.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking to myself, like all this shit that's going on, coronavirus and everything, and I'm thinking like, damn, I feel terrible because I'm like, I brought you into this world,
Right.
And
This is what you came
And-
through, like all this shit.
But
no
see,
matter
you can't
what,
think like that.
No, but sometimes
you think like
there's
that.
some deep thought that where I
Yeah.
sit there and I look at my kids and I at some point, honestly, and I feel guilty because I
Right.
brought you into this world. And as negative as it sounds, and this is how deep I go sometimes, I'm like, I brought you into this world selfishly because I wanted to love somebody, right? And I wanted
Right.
to feel love back.
Right.
Just for you to live a life, and I don't know how you're going to live your life,
Right.
and then eventually die.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, everybody dies.
Right.
Your children gonna die. They children gonna die at some point.
But see, what I think of it, see, like your thought of it. See, my thing is just be like.
By the way, I'm negative as fuck.
But yeah, but see, no.
Everybody doesn't get a chance to experience a life.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah,
everybody can't. Some people can't even have kids, bro.
And that's one thing. Like, look, I'm 32 years old. I've been in a relationship for 14 years. Okay, now. I have a godson. I don't have any biological kids out of my own. You know what I'm saying? I haven't birthed any children. I would love to birth a child, but my thing is, I feel like you. Sometimes I'll be like, oh man, I ain't gonna be selfish and bring a kid in this world. It's fucked up. You feel what I'm saying? And then sometimes I feel like, oh, I'm being selfish on the other end because like, damn, I want to bring you into this world so you can see how beautiful it is.
You want to share that life.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it makes you do think as a thought process. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm 32. You know what I mean? Sometimes I feel like, oh man, I'm gonna be an old mom. You know, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But see, I feel like whatever happens. You know, at times. So, you know, you just take it with, you just go with the flow.
Enjoy every day.
Listen, I've always joked about people being older, wait until they get older to have kids. And and the only reason why I say that is because my thought process is always get that shit out the fucking way. But at the same token, when you older, you're more self-aware of who you are, how you are.
Exactly.
Maybe you realize I don't need to bring no kids into this shit because I can't have running around with no kids.
To where you're more responsible with yourself, and you know, if you're not responsible with yourself and you don't know what you want out of life, you're not gonna be able to take care of nobody else.
Some people have kids brings responsibility to them.
It makes them, but
you know what I'm saying?
But not everybody.
And
you'll never know until it happens, though.
Some people
see, like I was a kid. I was one of them kids that say, God, just whatever you're ready for, you know what I'm saying, make sure it happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if I'm supposed to have kids, allow that to happen. And mama, you know, I was that kid. You feel what I'm saying? Don't let me have kids until I'm ready. You know what I mean? That was me. So I'm still set fast on what I said. And obviously I ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? Because at the moment, you know, I still get angry at times. I still do certain things. And me as a person, I don't want to argue in front of my kid.
You want to have patience. You want to be able to.
I want to be real. You know what I'm saying? So I understand. Oh, I'm going to be one of them old mothers to where that motherfucker going to be. They going to be like, damn, why he got all the chains on? Why he got all the... Yeah, that's my kid. But at the end of the day, I worked myself up to that point because... me being a young mother, I probably would have been a reckless mother. You know what I'm saying? And then me, I have dad issues. You know what I'm saying? And the coolest part about me, I know that. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know themselves. I know me.
And they don't understand themselves, so they don't know how they react to situations. They don't know how they're going to react to certain situations.
See, me, I have dad issues. So certain things that men do, and if I have a kid and you do certain things around my kid or you say something or you do, I'll probably go left. So because I have dad issues and I haven't finished that whole sector in my life and conquered it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm ready for this shit, but I'm getting older and I'm starting to understand certain things. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I'm getting to a point where I'm like, okay, well, it's cool. I can be the bigger person. You know what I mean? And it's like, maybe that's what's directing me towards to where I can start thinking about having a kid if I be the bigger person, because I can't have a problem with my pops, you feel me, and be one with my moms and then have a kid and be like, no, I don't want this nigga around my kid.
So you feel like maybe you need to kind of finalize that situation before you bring somebody into it.
Exactly, because I took up psychology as a major, sociology as a minor, but ended up realizing that sociology should have been my major because I was really trying to understand social behaviors. You feel what I'm saying? Psychology, I wasn't really trying to figure out your mind and your brain and what the fuck your psyche was. I really wasn't.
Behaviors.
You know what I'm saying? I was really into in sociology, so I felt like, damn, I fucked up in school damn near. You feel what I'm saying? Because I should have took up sociology as my major so I can be able to understand social behaviors within a person. If that was my whole thing, I want to learn social behaviors. My thing was my pops was locked up for years.
So it's a lot of time that you didn't spend with him.
Right. So what I did was I got stories about my pops, but never from the horse's mouth. And then when I did get the point to get to the horse's mouth, it was like the horse don't want to speak. about everything. You don't want to be truthful about
You're
shit.
not,
You ain't being
You
truthful
holding
and
certain
shit.
things
So
back.
you hold shit back. So the root of everything, when the granddaddy horse, you feel what I'm saying, his daddy, you know what I'm saying, was the real nigga telling me the real shit. I'm thinking like, dude, my daddy should be the same way.
Yeah.
But when I talk to this horse is giving me no feedback. You feel me? So when the granddaddy horse is released and goes on to the Lord, I'm dealing with a nigga with a situation.
Yeah.
And I ain't got time because I don't want you to be my daddy because I'm 32 years old.
Yeah.
I want you to be my friend so I can understand you as a person so we can be able to live on.
At what point would you think that, at what point would you get to where you would think like, you know what, this shit ain't, either it ain't worth it or I have to let this go?
The thing is, it's my mom, man. She's a real one. She be telling me some real stuff. But what it is with me, where my point is, it's like, I want to have a kid, you know, for real.
And you want to get past that.
And I want to get past it. So
Okay,
I
so
can't
you
keep
want to
on,
get past it. You
yeah,
have
I can't keep on dwelling on one
You feel
situation.
like it's a necessary step in your life.
And see, like my sister, like I have one sister from my father. I got two sisters from my mom, and you know, one of my sisters was date women. You know, well, no, two of my sisters date women. You feel me? One of my sisters, she's just a regular ass.
Two?
Yeah, two. Yeah.
When you get two?
Yeah. And see, but this is the thing. It was more of the craziest shit. One of my sisters who date women, she ended up having a baby. And the reason why she this is her story. She like, her mother passed away. She like, shit, I need something. You know?
Shit.
I ain't got nobody. Really, my sisters is me, my younger sister, and my older sister from my mom's, and then it's my older sister from my dad. But she lost her mom, so it's like I only got my brother and my dad. She had a fucked up. Everybody had a fucked up relationship with my dad because the nigga went to jail. He came back and he did foul shit. You feel me? But we believed it was foul. He probably didn't think it was foul.
Yeah.
Or he didn't want to show y'all that side of him.
Yeah. So from that point, it's like she was dating women, but she was like, man, I needed something on my own, you know, to connect with. So she had a daughter. And it's like, wow, you know what I'm saying? What's wrong with me? I ain't trying to date no women. I'm not trying to do none of that. You feel me? Why I ain't got no baby yet? And I'm like, damn, I did say wait till I'm ready, but damn, I ain't ready. Like, goodness.
No offense, but let me ask you this. Is the club getting shot up or what? Because I mean, normally that shit just does it right there.
Man,
the club gotta get shot up first and foremost.
Yeah, I guess that's what gotta happen, man. I mean, it's real.
But listen, I totally get exactly everything you're saying, because I've had certain situations with my father where I felt like I couldn't be the right father to my son,
right?
Until I figured this situation out with my father, because I'm like, what if I ever get put in that situation? Am I gonna not want to talk to my son anymore? Right. So instead of going through that, let me try to see how to squash it. That way, when the shit come up with my son, because it's gonna come up with this up. Because kids, I'm gonna have to learn how to squash it again.
Yeah, we rebellious. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes we don't get what we want. Sometimes we don't do something. It's like, as a parent, you be like, damn, what did I fucked up? I thought I was doing everything right. But then you like, damn, what did I go wrong? But he ain't gonna tell me where I went wrong because he ain't comfortable enough to speak to me like that. And then it's like, damn,
y'all don't have that type of relationship.
So you gotta create that relationship with your child. You know what I'm saying? So you can be comfortable. So your child have to be like figuring it out. Cause me, I'm sitting there trying to figure it out. Yeah. But I know what, man. I live at a certain spot. Right. My daddy lived 10 minutes away.
Yeah. Hey, I've seen situations like that because I've known people where like they just straight up claim I don't have a pops.
Yeah.
This motherfucker live in the same city as you.
Yeah.
Maybe down the block, and you
this nigga live right hand. This nigga live 10 minutes away. I ain't seen this nigga. You want to know? 7 years, bro.
Damn.
7, 8 years. It's been like 7, 8 years. I ain't seen him, nigga. And the craziest part to me, I live in LA. I said, how long we cross paths?
Yeah, eventually.
Because LA big, but it ain't that big. Yeah. Somewhere.
Some trippy.
Somewhere. I ran into people from that I went to high school with in cities I would have never thought I would have seen them in.
Right.
So like if we ain't cross paths there, 10 minutes away,
we ain't gonna cross paths.
At the grocery store, some shit. Unless
we don't even go to same areas, bro.
Unless they avoiding you.
That's the whole thing. No, it ain't even the fact that it's avoiding.
You go down the aisle, but ooh.
But see, hey, bro, I don't even know what it is, but I be laughing at it because some people be like, "Hey, man, I seen your pops yesterday." I'm like, "For real?" Yeah. Look, my coworker, he came to me, man, one time.
Like, tell him I said, "What's up?"
I'm like, that's the same thing I said. Look, this is the same thing I said, man. One of my clients came in and was like, "Hey, man, I seen your pops." I was like, "So what the fuck?" You know what I mean? And he like, "Hey, man, he told me to tell you he love you." I was like, what kind of fucking back and forth message bullshit is this? Yeah. I'm not finna send no message through you to tell my
message
nigga.
in a bottle
You
ass.
got me fucked up, bro. I said no. I was like, okay, that was weird as a motherfucker. I was like, all right, for sure. Big up.
I know somebody.
What other response do you give to that?
I know somebody who has like an awkward relationship like that with their pops. I know somebody who's been sitting on the train going to work and sat there and at one of the stops, the person sitting next to them tapped his leg and said, "All right, Junior," and good talk. And he looked, and it was his pops.
Oh,
his pops
crazy.
sat next to him the whole train ride. Didn't say shit to him until his stop. Basically, just tapped him and was like, "All right, man."
That's some bogus shit right there.
That's some bullshit.
That's bogus. That's bogus.
I haven't seen you in
See, I wouldn't want to have no
years.
relationship with my kid like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, me and my pops, we was cool before. You feel what I'm saying? We was actually cool at one point.
Yeah.
But it get to a point where you gonna have to respect me as a person, though. You
Yeah.
feel me? You gotta understand, you never raised me, bro. So never raising me, I can only come at you as a friend.
Yeah.
I can't come at you like
I can't. Yeah.
daddy this and daddy that. You feel
Don't
what I'm
be
saying?
trying to give me no
And
advice or
look,
nothing like
the cold
that.
thing about it
I
is
don't
I
want that.
tried it. Look, the cold thing, I tried it and it was like, what the fuck am I doing? You know?
Give me an example of some advice that you would get.
From my pops?
Yeah, to where you were like, "Nah, I really don't think that's like."
See, yeah, see, what the coldest thing about that dude, I mean, he be giving out some cool. This nigga's a real gangster. You feel me? I got a real gangster, gang banged out daddy. You know what I'm saying? So I understand because I took up psychology and sociology. I understand his makeup.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I was saying, my nigga cool. He cool. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I love my daddy. I ain't gonna lie. I love that dude. He cool as a motherfucker. I know where I came from. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
And you know it's a part of you.
it's a part of it, but see, I don't know what part of it is because the nigga don't want to tell me.
Right.
See, I be hearing stories about my daddy, and they be like, "Nigga, you did that? Like for real?" And he be like, "Man, don't come talk to me about that shit." Like, bro, I really want to know your epic stories and shit, nigga.
Yeah.
But see, at the end of the day, I
He may
understand.
not be proud of certain things, or he may
proud
not
of
want to
certain
like
things,
I said, show that side to you.
Yeah, and certain things, and then it's like, but see, sometimes when we talking to me too, I feel like I know more than him at times. You feel what I'm saying? When it comes to certain things, because he asked me for some information.
Well, because you have more experience out here
Yeah,
than he does.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You probably have more I want to say maybe like street knowledge.
Maybe that
You
what
can
it
get
is.
around because there's a certain type of person, even like me. I run into somebody, for instance, that like maybe from LA or whatever, right? And they have no problem getting around, hop on a train. Well, that's to be honest with me, that seems a little weird. I don't think I'd be able to get around. I'd eventually get used to it, but to just get around the city,
Right.
I can't hop on just a train and get around the city.
Oh, yeah, see,
there's
'cause
people that can do that, and it's
Yeah,
just
I can
because
do
of the
that.
way
That's
they
a
grew
normal
up.
thing, though.
I can
You
do
know what
that.
I mean?
Yeah, see, but look, that's how I've been grew up too. Because I grew up in Vegas. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I grew up in Vegas. I can hop on a bus, get on wherever I gotta go. When I came to LA, man, my papa told me, "Hey, listen, only thing I'm telling you, baby girl, is don't wear a purse. You feel me? Wear a backpack or something else. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because these niggas out here is creepy. So from that
They'll
point,
snatch your shit.
I've been on the
Sitting
trains.
at a bus stop, or like
I've
walking.
been on the trains, everything like that. It's come natural to me. But my
Yeah.
dude, that nigga ain't ride no bus. No, I can't pay him. I can't pay him $100 to ride a bus. No, young.
I know.
young
Listen,
young
I know
ain't
one
ride no
bus, the '93 that would take me to LBCC,
But
and
see-
that's it.
But see,
That's the only bus
but
I
this
know.
This is why he's not riding a bus, because he's already done that. You know
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
saying? And he understood the experience on that bus.
Yeah.
You feel me? Having to get back and forth where the hell he was coming from. I don't even know where he's coming from.
You
But he
won't have
like,
to do that no more.
I'm not riding no bus. He like, nigga, I'd rather Uber. Nigga, we'd rather catch a ride.
No, I can respect that, but
And,
this
you know-
if some shit went down where he had to, I got
Oh yeah, he'll hop on the
He
train.
can hop-
He'll hop on the bus.
Because
He
you
know
gonna
how
get
to
home.
get away.
I need
he
an
know how
app.
to get away.
Yeah, if you
I need
gotta
a-
get home, you
I
gonna
need
get
an
home.
app. I need an app, homie.
Oh, he's definitely.
I need an app.
Hey, hey, this is what can I say? Young LA in this situation, that nigga's gonna get away.
Yeah, he gonna find a way.
This is one of these things. We've been in situations in clubs and shit like that. I be on one side of the club, he be like, go.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, for sure.
Yep.
We end up meeting somewhere where we at.
Yep.
Because he's going to get
He
away.
done already figured
You
it
feel
out.
what I'm saying? It's like he has a different type of
pre-planned.
mentality.
He
That's why I
pre-planned.
deal with a type of guy like that. You feel what I'm saying? It's a different type of mentality, a different type of way of living. He did experience some different things. He ain't got no pops. You feel what I'm saying? He didn't grew up in a different type of world. He was a man by himself before anything.
I've
you know?
had a lot of real moments with
Yeah.
him.
so from that point, it was like dealing with him. I'll be on my toes every day. You know, I'll be on my toes, but it's whatever. You feel me? But that guy, he'll have you on your toes for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Have your antennas up.
Yeah. And so it's like dealing with a person who hasn't had a father.
Yeah.
And then me who do have a father on the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Because I be telling him like, man, you don't even know what it is if to have a dad on earth that don't fuck with you,
Mm-hmm.
opposed to having a dad pass away who fucked with you though.
Yeah.
So you remember what he taught you. You remember
You don't have those
certain-
memories.
Yeah.
It's the memories
I
that
try to
make
tell
the
him
difference.
he don't understand the difference in the memories though.
Yeah.
I say you can have so many memories and I got a nigga who's 10 feet away
And-
I ain't got no memories with the bro.
And you
Yeah.
can have good memories and bad,
Bad
memories, but if
memories,
you're
yeah.
gonna have more good ones than bad, and that's what
Yeah.
really is
That's
comes
what
with
life
raising
about,
your
on some
child, you
real
know.
shit.
And that's why I say make these memories with these children. It don't matter if you take your kid to the park one day and y'all just jamming in.
Spend time with them.
Spend
Yeah.
time with them so they can understand like, man, if you ever, you know what I'm saying, transition over, you know what I mean, you your kid to be like, man, I remember my mama said this, or I remember my mama said that, I remember my daddy said that, I remember to do that. You feel
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
That's why I was watching Auntie Fee the other day and I was like,
Oh, my girl was watching her
damn.
too.
I was watching Auntie
That
Fee. I
shit
said
crazy.
I was watching Auntie Fee with my sister and my dude and I was like, man, I know Tavis be like, damn, I can cook. Cause my mama made sure I know how to cook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Tavis too if he ever, you know what I'm saying, if he hearing this shit. Cause it's like, damn, man, your mama was out there. She was giving you ghetto cooking shit, but
Yeah.
I bet you that boy know how to cook.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, I bet
Yep.
you
Survival skills.
it's a survival
Yeah, yeah.
mode. So it's like teach your children something to take on in the future with them.
And be productive members of society.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, the best memories I have with my parents didn't even involve doing any type of shit that costs a lot of money.
Right.
You
And
know
that's
what
what
I
it
mean?
is.
So it's like, at some point you have to realize we have no excuse to not
Right.
be giving these kids real fucking memories.
For real.
At least the same memories we got.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I mean, I remember riding my bike to the park.
Period.
I remember Pops taking me to soccer practice.
Period.
Mom's taking me to basketball practice. Mom's getting the glove and playing catch with me. You know
There
what I
you
mean?
go. There you
That's
go.
the shit I remember. Disneyland, I remember going,
Yeah.
but I don't remember
Like,
everything
yeah.
specifically, but I remember,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Cause I'm like, I remember certain things. My mom, like, this was my mom thing. She had what she did was she was like, for our birthday, she like, everybody picked their favorite birthday dinner and then their favorite cake or whatever. My mama was a cook, you feel me? My mama is a cook, you know, she ain't, you know, transitioned.
still
or nothing.
cook.
She still cook, you feel me?
Still out there. Shout out to mama.
Yeah, shout out to my moms, you feel me? But what happens with her is my favorite birthday dinner was burritos and french fries. You feel me?
Oh,
Give
shit.
me your straight up ghetto black burrito.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? With the beans and the you know what I'm saying, the turkey meat and all that shit. Give me the burrito with the french fries and then make me a little cake. You know,
That's
that
what's
was my
up.
shit.
That's
So
what's up.
I had my mom, I remember that all the time. My mama like she would bust her ass, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I know her birthday coming up. She gotta have that. My sister loved fucking nasty ass black eyed peas and shit.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? She had a
yeah.
real big dinner type shit. You know, she ate chitlins, black eyed peas and shit like that. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh,
that shit
I
took a-
hated
that
her
shit took a
birthday.
whole lot
I
of
probably
effort.
wouldn't want to eat that night.
That took a whole lot
her
of
birthday
effort.
dinner was like, damn, you really want the shit. So
You gonna have
you
a
know,
whole house thing.
He said you really want to shit.
you really want the shit.
We gonna
you
clear
know
that
what I'm
out.
You gotta start getting that ready like
We gonna
2
start.
days in
We
advance.
gonna
too,
start.
cleaning them.
We gonna start. We gonna
So
start
my
your birthday with a
My
cleanse.
mama made sure she had that shit, and I used to be like, "Oh my god!" But my sister loved it. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so,
That you do that? You do that.
yeah,
Every year for my birthday, you make me the same chicken pasta.
for real.
You do that.
Oh, well, see, yeah, I picked up a habit. You know, I picked up a habit, didn't even know
She
it.
surprised birthday party when I turned 22, and at that birthday party, she made this chicken Cajun pasta with sausage and cheese.
Yeah.
She made a big pan. People was fighting for for it.
Yeah, man.
Every year since I asked for it, and she always make it for me. I've never heard that story.
Yeah, but see, that's what my mom used to do. So
Yeah.
I didn't know that I was bringing on a tradition. But that, like with my little niece and my son, you know, like we do like little shit. Like they make cookies and stuff. And you put whatever you want in your brownie or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Make a pizza or something. I feel like they gonna remember that. They gonna know how to make a pizza with their kids or make a pizza. You know what I mean? Just some shit like that.
We don't cook with our kids no more.
Yeah.
I learned how to cook from my mama because I was around in the kitchen with her or whatever, and she would make me get stuff, you know, and it just I feel like I picked up certain things from her.
Yeah.
And my son's getting to that age. To be honest with you, I don't want that motherfucker nowhere near the stove. But
see, you gotta
at some
teach him.
point he gonna have to learn how to make an egg.
Probably be the best cookout, bro. He probably be like, Dad, you should have been told me how to chop this up. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
Because like what I learned, my niece, she's into videography and all that stuff like that. She's her mom child, but my niece can cook.
Yeah.
She like to cook. She'd get out there and cook for real. And I'm like, I'll go back to memories when I'm looking at her pictures and stuff like that, like videos. I got videos. I'm cooking. I'm making cookies with my niece at 2. She 2 and sitting inside the little seat. You know what I mean? And she like, you know, making the ball, and she not doing it wrong. You feel what I'm saying? She doing it right. So I'm like, this was something that she liked when she was young, you know? And that's what I like to put into kids. That's why I feel like as a barber, a lot of people come to me and they be like, man, I don't know how you can deal with my kid. I be like, man, your kid ain't shit. Nigga. I'm a G, nigga. When it come to kids, I'm a G. You know, it's like whatever it is, these kids just need some type of somebody that'll listen to them. Yeah. You know?
But again, that goes back to what I was saying before, the patience.
Yeah.
You have the patience to deal with the kid. Because listen, I have kids. It's difficult to sit there and have a conversation with these motherfuckers sometimes. Yeah. And it's only because I can't figure out what he's talking about.
Right.
And then he has inside jokes or he watches certain YouTube things or Instagram things or TikTok or whatever the hell, which I had to take that motherfucker off TikTok recently because motherfucker was going wild with the videos. Right. But like, I'm sitting here going, I don't understand your references, Papa.
Right.
But my problem is I don't take the time to be like, okay, let me see what you're talking about or explain to me what the reference is about so I could be in on the joke too.
Right.
But instead, I just dismiss it because why? I don't have the patience to do that. Right. You know what I mean? And that's something that through time, I guess I got to figure out. Yeah. Especially because I got another baby.
Yeah. Because you can learn a lot from these kids too. Because the craziest shit, my son was watching some shit on the TV talking about a Beyblade, right? Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is a Beyblade?
Oh, yeah.
You know? And I'm like, nigga, we had these back in the day, boy. Now, I feel like a kid still, so I'd be like, let's go. You get excited about it. Let's go. Yeah. You feel me? If you want to do it, let's do it. You feel me? And I battle them. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. Yeah. You know, but some parents be like, man, get that shit up out of here, bro. Like, you know, I got shit to do.
But be the ones that bought the motherfucker.
Exactly. And that's why I be saying about some parents, they be like, this little motherfucker could be on the game all day. And
where they get it from?
Where they get their game from? They got the game from you.
That's some
you know what I'm
shit.
saying? Oh, these kids don't get off the phone. Why did you buy a
You gotta monitor.
phone?
You gotta monitor
you know?
when what
like,
it's for, when they can use it.
My son
if you just letting them hold it all day, then that's your
this
fault.
Is every parent's excuse. Well, you know what? I don't want him to be out there, and I don't know where he is, so he needs his phone.
No, because they want to set off doing something else, sitting on Facebook.
Peep game. This is what I got. Listen, this is what I got.
You are making excuses.
This is what I got.
You don't want to raise your kid.
My son, 10 years old. We live around the block from the school. So recently I said, okay, you want to walk home? He's in the 5th grade. You go walk home. I'm gonna get you a cell phone, but I'm gonna open you up a line. You ain't getting no iPhone or nothing like that. I'm finna go to Best Buy and get you this cheap ass $35 phone.
Right.
We're gonna put the SIM card in it.
Right.
And what Google has this thing set up to where you can actually put how long they can use their phone during the day.
Right.
So while during school time, I have his phone on lockdown. Mm-hmm. And at 8 o'clock, that bitch lock up. Right. He can't do nothing with it. See, all he could do is receive phone calls and make emergency phone calls to us.
I feel that, but see me personally, as a parent,
it's technology.
Y'all probably gonna hate me for saying this, but I'm
not going to.
But me, I'm not giving my little nigga no phone, none of that shit. You know why? I want you to have the experience I had.
Find your way home. Look, see, but it's back to that. I can't take the fucking train.
But see, this is the thing. No, I know for a fact, I'm not finna put you in no school that's finna be in a neighborhood that's gonna damn near kill my kids to where he can't walk home.
And it's not gonna be a situation where you're gonna need a phone in the first place because I'm gonna be there when
on some Friday shit.
So
I wouldn't have moved here if I would have thought you had a
phone and all that shit.
As a parent, knowing that you're not gonna put yourself in that type of, it's like
because my whole thing is this: if you're not even responsible enough yet to me personally to have no phone, because the reason why I feel like that because your attention span is not where I want it to be. You're more focused on the phone than me.
Then what's the age?
The only person you need to call is me, and I'm right here.
I'm right here. What you need? What the fuck do you need?
Right.
And you ain't finna be calling me
Cam
all day.
just trying to get at adding an extra line on his fucking bill. Cam,
hey, bro, fuck that line, bro. Look,
we right here. Who you need?
It's only 20 hots.
Nigga, fuck that line.
It's not just the line; it's the line and the phone.
Yes.
So think about it.
Because this is what I teach my godson on some real shit. I see whenever he come around me, he'll get some money, he'll get his hair braided, he can eat all he can eat, he can do all he do. But at the end of the day, you gotta understand this, brother. This goes on until you get 18.
Yeah.
Now you gotta understand how I've been raising you. You feel me? You didn't have Jordans. You didn't have rings. You didn't have pizza when you wanted it. You didn't have everything when you wanted it. So you need to maintain that same thing I didn't taught your ass. Yeah. So when I release you to the streets, you should always have
Is
Jordans.
he aware of that though?
Yes.
Okay.
Very
you can't
aware.
Just listen. No, you can't just drop that bomb at 18 and be like, wait, I'm cut off.
You gotta teach.
Hold on, you gotta wean me off. You can't just cut off. You gotta wean me off.
You gotta teach them.
It's gradual.
You gotta teach them.
That's somebody that you take care of for their whole life. And you say, I'm gonna be responsible for you for all your years.
Yes.
No matter what goes on in your life, I'm gonna show you right from wrong.
I got you.
Y'all saying two different things. You disagree with her, right?
I'm not disagreeing with her. I'm agreeing. But I'm saying it's a gradual process.
It's a gradual process.
It's not something that you can just tell them at 6 years old or 7 years old and you think they're going to know overnight.
No, this is starting right here. Wah. Hey, baby, guess what? You're going to learn how to read. We're going to read and write right now. I'm teaching you about the ABCs. They wham. Look, I guarantee you when my kid get about 1 or 2, they be like, that's a motherfucking genius kid. How the fuck is that baby know how to do the numbers and the shit?
Understand.
Because it's the way you teach your kid. Because I say like this, if I put my kid up today, my 9-year-old up against a kid from Kuwait, my little nigga gonna die.
Yeah.
No. You feel me?
You're not ready for the world yet.
Ain't ready
my kid ain't ready for the world.
He ain't ready yet.
Like a motherfucker.
And that's why I go back to the teaching of the parents. I be like, look, bro, you can't tell me you can't teach these kids at 1, 2, 4. You can't tell me this shit when a little nigga in Kuwait or Afghanistan, them little motherfuckers is
with an
AK-47. No, not even with an AK-47. They fixing meals for their brothers and sisters. That's they out here walking with water hats on.
We seen it on Facebook.
Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. And you telling me a kid in the United States of America is only not taught that way is because the parent isn't teaching them. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I say I'll put my kid, whenever I spit that bitch out, whenever I do, is I'll put my kid up against any kid because I'm going to raise it to the point to where they understand that this is what happens right now. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, what we doing is Google or Gaga. I'm not finna Google Gaga you. Fuck that shit.
They do say do not talk to a baby like a baby talk. You're supposed to talk to a baby like a normal person.
Have you seen Boss Babies, the series?
Yeah. I've seen
it. Reference Boss Babies.
My little nigga finna be a boss motherfucking baby. That little nigga gonna be counting money and all kind of. They be like, how does she do it?
Because a suit and everything.
But because it's called keeping. I'm putting attention into my child, letting my child understand that I understand that you understand things too. Because when a kid do this with the bottle. Yep. At 1 month,
it's a reflex.
2 months, they
mind already working.
They already telling you, I don't want that fucking bottle move.
Yeah.
You trying to stick the bottle back in their mouth.
They making a decision. They making a choice.
They already made a decision. So if they making decisions at that age, what makes you think you can't teach them now? Stop playing with me. These people be playing. You know, they don't want to take up the time to teach their children because they feel like, oh, I got this to do and that. But that's just the system of the government. That's just the government, though. That's corruption with the government, though. Because the government does this, though. The government make you have to work a job. Some of these women don't have fathers.
You gotta pay for childcare.
You gotta pay for childcare. You gotta figure out by time you do everything possible you can do. I'm talking about even if you going hard as fuck,
no time with
doing
your
a
kids.
side job, doing all this other stuff. You're trying to figure out when can I be with my child.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then when you get with your child, it's to a point where you're so frustrated. You're like, get in the shower. Shut up.
Can't even
Come
understand
on.
each other.
And you don't even understand how to wean yourself off from the outside world and come back to being a parent, because these children need that. But you be so frustrated because of what the world has done to you as a people. You figuring, damn, I need to pay my rent. I need to pay my car note. I need to do this. Her daddy ain't even called her. You know what I'm saying? She asked me about this nigga. I don't even know what to say, what to say, you know? And even when it's vice versa, if it's a dude, he like, man, I got these kids. I don't know what to say to this baby about this girl. It's just like, what can I do? What can I say? I got to feed this kid. Yeah. And then what you saying? You ain't never been taught how to cook. You ain't never been taught how to clean.
I have to teach you how to live in this world.
So you buying pizza.
You,
so your kids seeing, oh, we buy pizza. We do that. You ain't seeing that, oh, my mama come home from work and she clean up and she cook. Yeah. She read a book. She do this. She do that. So it's like some of these things that go on in the world, it's not your fault, but you can put up more effort into it.
I feel it. I feel it. We're gonna end it with that because I feel like that's a really good point.
Perfect.
I really appreciate you for coming out. I really look forward to your podcast. I know this shit's gonna be dope, especially based on everything we talked about today. Shout out everything you want to shout out.
Oh yeah,
do your plugs.
What can I say is I'm Annie B the Barber. You know what I mean? I'm at spot 313 North La Brea. If you ever need that haircut, I do travel calls and things like that. I am starting a podcast. I'm trying to start this podcast. It's going to be called Chop It Up, Shop Talk. We're going to talk about all kind of different things, you know what I'm saying, from personal behavior, from people being, just doing whatever we do. We're going to talk about everything from the coronavirus all the way down, you know what I'm saying, sex, you know what I'm saying, Dwayne Wade, crazy ass, you feel what I'm saying? We're going to talk about all. So, you know what I mean, if y'all fuck with me, you know what I'm saying, just tap in with me. I'm at Annie B Cuttin on Instagram, so tap in. I fuck with y'all fuck with me.
Oh yeah, we fuck with y'all for sure. Go ahead, Cam, give your plugs.
All right, you can find me at Cool Ass Cam. You can just Google me for all my fucking links and content. You can follow the Instagram at innovative.culture for Innovative Culture. We on Twitter, we on Facebook. So just look out for all the new content. You guys need a podcast studio. You know where to hit us up.
Hell yeah. Make sure y'all hit me at I am DJ Punch on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the host Shaban Boo, baby. Make sure you find me on the FMAD podcast page at the FMAD podcast on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Like Cam said, if you need any type of podcast studio, we do hour sessions. Hit us up in the DM at innovative.culture. Hit us up at the FMAD podcast. Hit us up on Google. Appreciate everybody that subscribe. Appreciate everybody that listens. Appreciate everybody that shares, that likes everything on Instagram. All the love that we receive, we greatly appreciate it. Shout out to Milk and Media in the building again.
Milk it.
Appreciate everybody for listening. Appreciate all the rates, all the comments.
That's my sister.
Hell yeah, we gonna have her on again as soon as she stop being scary about it.
I'm gonna have her part of. I'm gonna try to get her to be the part of my podcast. Y'all hear me? You know what I'm saying? The Milk It Media and Annie B Cuttin podcast. Stop playing. We on it.
Go. Hell yeah. We doing it big all 2020.
Speaking into existence.
Peace.